what led you down this trail of wanting to build Miami as a tech hub? What gave you that initial kick to really start this journey under your leadership?
Thank you, Nick, for the question and the opportunity to be here with Patrick, someone who I admire very much and respect a lot. It sounded funny when you were saying, in the beginning, it sounded almost biblical. Uh, but yeah, the idea of creating a tech ecosystem, a real tech ecosystem in our city is a more than 10-year project, right? People think of it as beginning when that tweet was made a little over a year ago. But the truth is that I became a public official in 2009. And right around that time, a guy named Manny Medina, who actually owns a tech conference here called Emerge, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. He believed, first of all, he sort of started and built the first real big tech company here in Miami, which was a company called Terramark, which was a data center that at the time was a network access point for the internet, and supposedly 70% of the internet of South America flowed through his network access point in downtown Miami, which is incredible. And he sold the company for a couple $1 billion to Verizon, but realized in the process that he struggled to find the talent and to be taken seriously as a technologist here in Miami. And it became evident to him, and he sort of transferred that vision to me and others in my generation, and it became evident to us that the world was going to become more and more tech-oriented. I now, fast forward 10 years later, I become a father. I have two little kids, one of which is a little precocious 3-year-old. And, I often say jokingly that, I remember one day very clearly where she used her pacifier to pretend like she was taking a selfie. And I thought to myself, my God, if a 3-year-old gets her pacifier and is using it in a technological way, as a 3-year-old, like, there is no way that we are going backwards as a society. Our society is going all in forward. This is not a red-blue thing or a Republican-Democratic thing. This is this is just a reality of life. And so the concept of building a tech ecosystem was about getting ahead of the disruptive curve of where our society was going and creating a city that would be resilient for my generation, my children's generation, and my unborn grandchildren economically in terms of prosperity, right? And so that was the whole thesis, if you will. And from that thesis, we began to build, and that's a whole nother story.